Morning.
How was the coffee?
It's good.
Good. Hey, as we left off last episode, we had removed the front fenders and windshield from Kyle's 1969 MGB. Today, what we're hoping to tackle is to be able to remove both of the doors from the Roadster and the hinges. However, I've been looking at them and the screws have been cammed out from being removed at some other point. So I don't know if I'm going to have the right tools to get it off today, but I do have the right tools to get it off eventually. I know we'll be able to get the driver's door off. And then the other thing I'd like to do today is we'll drop the entire front suspension out from under the car.
That sounds good to me.
Yep. So that's the plans for today. Shouldn't be too big of a project. And we'll be another step closer to being on the road with this thing. What are you doing with that? You're gonna hurt somebody. I don't even know what that is. Nah, I don't think so. What is that? What is that? That'll work. Just went on. Okay, to remove the passenger side door, it's held on by 3 Phillips head countersunk screws in these holes and 3 countersunk Phillips head screws in these lower holes. That holds the door to the bracket arm. We found that this screw in particular has been cammed out from a previous removal attempt, and I don't have the right tool to get it loose right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the entire upper hinge, and then the lower one will separate just from the bracket, and that door will come off, and we'll be able to move on and pull these at a later date, the rest of the brackets. And that's how they're supposed to come off.
That's nice.
A few odds and ends spare parts, and go ahead and find a safe place for your door.
Set this by the fingers.
Yep, because the fenders are doesn't matter.
Saving those.
Okay. Right.
Actually,
That one's coming out nicely.
we're almost at time too, aren't we? No, we're fine. Hey, I forgot that the battery's working better, by the way.
Good. Yeah, it's the charging and using it probably helps.
Yeah.
Boy, we're just
So it's nice that we can pull it off the stand and actually do it.
Right.
These are really hard to break free and stuff. It looks like we have one here. And it's now free. Where's that? Or that. And there's a piece.
There it comes clean.
1 of 4. Well, I'm back to work.
There's the head of that bolt, and as you saw, the door settled as it came off. So we can now remove these screws that aren't so bad that we were working on earlier and had loosened up, and this door will actually come off. Provided a bit of a relief so that as we go in there at this angle that hopefully we can get a little better bite on this side. It's hot.
Scared me there.
So, yeah. And we've also cut it back to where there's no broach to the socket.
Oh, I got a bite. Feel like I'm fishing.
Yeah.
I lost you, but
I know we're not there yet, but alright, let's try that.
Ready?
Yeah.
The pressure's coming.
Oh, we got a better bite than we've had.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, I'm thinking before we round out the socket, let's go ahead and try heat at the same time.
Where do you want heat?
But what we're going to do is we're going to try to heat this nut up and see if we can't get it to break free. There's obviously some corrosion holding it because it actually spins and wiggles a little bit. It just isn't.
So let me ask you, you're going to heat this up and then you're going to stop. I'm going to put this on, you're going to jump under there and we're going to...
That is correct.
How much time do we got to do all this?
Faster the better.
Okay.
Ready? Let's give it a whirl.
Ready.
Okay.
And I'm going to melt right through this thing.
Am I on it? That's the big trick.
I'm there. I felt the bite. There we are.
Okay, let's give it a try. Yeah. Oh. Yep, there it goes. You got it.
Going.
Go. Go while it's hot. Go while it's hot.
I'm going.
There you go.
Going.
Yep. Don't burn yourself.
Hit the side of the car.
That's all right.
I'm going to have some bruises today.
Yep. Don't hurt yourself. Eek.
Am I spinning you?
Nope.
Really?
I'm on there.
I don't feel like I'm making much
That's
progress.
a fine thread locking bolt. Nut.
I'll have to save that one on the package.
Yeah. Should be about off, isn't it?
Almost. I'm able to almost make clearance here. I'm doing full revolution.
Right.
Man, I'm a little wobbly.
That's all right.
Got to be close. I still feel the heat on that bolt.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I'm trying to hurry so that it doesn't.
Well, and I think we're pretty good now. We've got it beyond its.
I don't know.
Oh, we might be slipping. Did you get it?
I think we slipped. Ooh, that's so
Oh, the nut came off on the bottom.
Ouch, ouch. To get them off should go away from me.
Lefty loosey. Anti-clockwise.
Got it. That's in. There it is.
There it is.
Oops. There's one. There's three. I don't know. Yep. They're all off. Oh, here's four.
Good, good. And there was two. That one was a long one. Look at the other three are all half-inch long. That one's an inch long.
Wonder why.
Friday car.
Friday car. Someone was short a bolt.
More than likely at some point. So that last bolt was longer than the others. The original three were
Hold them both up.
half-inch long, and the other one is roughly an inch long. Now the problem with using too long of a bolt is that after you're through the captive nut or the nut, there'll be several threads exposed and they'll rust, and then it'll be the same problem we were having on the door. You're trying to drag that rust back through the nut.
So that's why you want the bolts
That's why
to
you
be
want
the
to
right
get the
size.
proper length bolts. Exactly.
Like that.
So we're pretty close to being ready to let this front end down. I believe now that that is the last item holding this up.
Want me to come down?
Yeah. Can you see anything else holding it anywhere?
Other than the steering that you already dropped,
Yep.
I'm going to try to pull it my way.
Yep, that'll help.
It's coming
too.
down.
Okay.
Coming down. Oh!
There it is on the wheels.
Ooh, I don't even know if we got that, but I was excited.
Kind of expected.
And it just sort of twisted when it came down. That was fantastic.
Yep, let's go ahead and get the jack out of the way and get that out from under the car.
Okay.
And then we may need the jack to,
Move it.
well, we may need the jack to reposition the car.
Let's see. Oh, I got you.
But yeah, let's get this out.
Hey, look at that. That's exciting.
Yep, that's exciting.
So, where do we put this? Or do we? It moves. I'm excited.
Yeah?
So now I can actually get in here if we need to.
Yeah, let's get wide enough that I can actually pick that.
And this side can go down. Okay, that side is in the wrong place.
What, the other?
Yeah. Hold on. It's all right. Trying to hurry for you.
It's not too bad, really.
go down. Okay, come look at it. Make sure this is right for you. Because I'm kind of high on everything. You might want to remove the 2x4s actually.
And we can.
And we can go the other way with the big blocks if you want.
Okay.
That'd be safest.
Yeah, let's do that since
Okay.
we're not actually in
Lift it and I'm going to go fast.
Hang on.
Ready?
Yep.
Count the 10. You're good. Okay, now look at it. I like
Pretty
that.
solid. Yep.
That looks really good.
So the front end's going to require some work when we get to it, Kyle, because this bolt is missing a nut. And then on the other end of that bolt, they've drilled clear through the ball end and put a hardware store nut there with a big square nut on it. Should look more like this one over here.
I see, so it's round. I got you.
Yeah, it sets on actually a nice little ball, a swivel. It's supposed to have some movement to it. But these are your front shock absorbers here and here. This is, of course, the steering pinion. Tie rods that come out and attach, and you know, all of that will need cleaned up.
We'll go through that
Yeah,
more
these
in more
bushings,
detail.
these bushings, the rubber's gone. So yeah, there'll be some work to do.
Okay.
I think it's steak time today from Stewart's Meats.
All right.
I think these videos will be so valuable for somebody at some point.
This is the other guy in the garage, Johnny. We use him on all the projects.
Yeah, Johnny. Well, it's always good to end your project with a reward, and this looks like this is going to be some mighty good steak here.
Looks cool.
What we'll do is we'll bring these on slow until we start to get a little bit of the blood to come through the outside, and then we'll flip them over. Hopefully we don't get too much of that flare up. Trying to get that so that it stops to flare up. That's all that fat right there was causing it to flare up.